So it turns out that Pokemon Sword and Shield is the best-selling Pokemon game since Gold and Silver, and a lot of people really don't like that. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. Recently, I took a second look at Pokemon Sword and Shield because I streamed it and did a challenge run, which made it incredibly hard, but extremely fun at the same time. Long story short, I really enjoyed the game, quite a lot, but I don't think I would enjoy it as much if I was going through with 6 Pokemon, because it'd be too easy. But then again, nowadays, we have so many games and so many distractions, it's not a surprise why Game Freak decides to lower the difficulty, and they've been quoted as saying as much. Nevertheless, a lot of people really don't like Pokemon Sword and Shield, not only because of the lack of difficulty, but also the lack of features, the National Dex being one of the biggest ones, and the introduction of DLC. And while that is notwithstanding, I completely agree with the anger towards the DLC and how crappy it is to not introduce everyone's favorite Pokemon, even if there's a lot of Pokemon in the game still. I understand fully. There's a lot of critique. Pokemon Sword and Shield is not a perfect game, but for the most part, a lot of people really enjoy it, and it seems to be the best-selling Pokemon game since Gold and Silver, which seems to have sold around 20 million units. It's really good. It's a really good selling game, and that's great for Pokemon. A lot of people are saying, well, congratulations, Pokemon fans. Game Freak's never going to make a good game again. But, like, come on, man. They're going to remaster the old Pokemon games. You know they are. They're going to re-release them. So let's try not to be so melodramatic. Let's try to be a little bit more chill about it. I get it. You don't like Sword and Shield. Guess what? I'm really not a fan of Gen 5. I didn't say, oh, man, everybody loves Gen 5, but I hate it. So I guess rip me. I'm never going to get another Pokemon game again that I'm going to like. Like, come on, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, get real. Grow the fuck up. We're literally talking about a game where you collect monsters, get 8 gym badges, and stop some bad guy with a really stupid plan from destroying the world and or capture some legendary Pokemon and become champion. This is literally the same game that's been going for the last 20 years. Like, I don't really understand how people can be so very upset about this. Don't get me wrong, though. I really don't like Sword and Shield as much as many of the other games. In fact, in my top list of all the generations, ranking them, I would definitely put Sword and Shield at the bottom. I don't like Gen 5 that much. I apologize for people who are going to get triggered off that, but Gen 5 is my least favorite Pokemon game, and so is Black and White 2, which falls under Gen 5. So both of those would come at last place for me, but Sword and Shield would probably be second to last. So I'm not saying that Sword and Shield is this magically amazing game that everybody absolutely loves. It just seems that it's sold much better than the games in the previous years, all the way back to Gold and Silver. A lot of people are really getting into Pokemon. There's a massive age gap, which seems to be showing and representing itself. If I were to speculate and really think on why Sword and Shield has become the most best-selling Pokemon game in over 20 years, this is post-Heals Pokemon Go. Now, more games have come out since Pokemon Go, but we have a lot of people who were introduced to Pokemon Go, and they experienced their love for Pokemon once again, so they eventually grew up a little bit more. I mean, it's been about 4 or 5 years since Pokemon Go released, and a lot of them are now in high school, and they might have their own jobs, or they might be producing a bit more money and able to buy their own Nintendo Switches and say, you know what, I wasn't able to afford 3DS, or I didn't get into Pokemon on the last console, but you know what, I got a Nintendo Switch and I would like to play some Pokemon and I want to try this game out and it looks good, and that's what they do, and that's probably why it sells a lot more, because they reignited their love for Pokemon, or they were introduced to Pokemon via free-to-play Pokemon Go game. I think that's a reasonable explanation, but I also think there's a lot more to it. So why don't you tell me what you think about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and you let me know if this is justified or not. I mean, regardless of what you think, it's sold what it's sold. You can hate it all you want, but at the end of the day, it's pretty nice because that means Pokemon's not going away. And I love Pokemon, so I hope it doesn't go away. Anyways, you guys click that subscribe button, hit the like and share if you really enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thanks for taking the time out to watch this video.